I've decided to do the Harbour Bridge. Well, the Harbour Bridge is going to be the official start of my ride. Let's make it that. I was going to go down to the Opera House and do this, but it's Anzac Day. The city will be full of people, road closures, because there's all sorts of parades that are going to take place today in the city. Unfortunately, it's snotty weather for those folk too, and for me getting on my underway. But here I am. My kilometre reading is 29,295 kilometres at the Harbour Bridge. 6 kilometres since I left home, and I'm making this the official start. So as I go over this hump here, my kilometers are exactly 29,295. So, alright, just gone past North Sydney, barreling along on the clock at 70 kilometers an hour. On the sat nav, I'm doing 73. Okay, so that's pretty accurate. The speedo and is a pretty accurate reading. 2 kilometers an hour out. That's about it. Okay.
It's working?
It's all working, mate.
Right, okay. Have you got a tyre pressure gauge on your bike that you can... No?
No.
No? Right.
So I've got to check that every so often. I actually thought of it when I was riding up here. I thought, I should pull in somewhere and just put the pressure back up in the tyres.
Yeah.
It's carrying a bit of weight, so I should put about 40 psi in the back at least. The front doesn't need anything.
Yeah, I've got one of those. I've got a car tyre pressure sensor gauge on the front here, so I can know the pressure in all of them, even the spare. So
yeah, I thought of getting those. It's probably a good idea to.
It is. I remember you can get the Garmin tyre pressure sensors that hook up to your GPS.
That's right.
Yeah, and it's saved me once on the Tenere. The front went flat near Albury, and before I pulled, I was just heading through the town, and then it started beeping wildly as the front was going down, and it got down to about 4 psi, and I thought, that's no good, and so I was able to change it in town. So
right. Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have just blown through town, and I could have had an accident maybe with a flat tyre.
Well, that's the thing, and with this bike, like when my chain tensioner went.
Yeah.
Because the front is so washy and light, it's difficult to tell, when your tyre pressure is... Because I thought when my chain tensioner went, I thought that was a rear tyre issue, that my tyre was going down on me.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things that happens on this bike. The front's so light that you think all the time you've got a tyre pressure issue.
Yeah, and if you're off-road, you think, I've hit a bit of soft stuff or something.
Yeah.
You don't realise.
Yeah. I got the nice clunk sound of your gear change there.
Yeah, it's a lovely sound, isn't it? Crunch. Yeah. I got to load it up before I change gear.
Yeah.
Get it ready. Right.
Oh. Oh.
You saw what I saw. Those pants are a bit tight.
They're a bit tight, that. Yep. Not much left to the imagination there.
No.
Recording.
This is the climb out of Kurrajong Heights on Bell's Line of Road, and It's a first gear hill for me, and I had to pull over just a little way back because I was going downhill and it felt exactly like I had a flat tire on the back. I don't, but that's how wishy-washy this front end is. So I've got to be really careful when on the downhills, really careful because it becomes very uncontrollable. Second gear. Whoops.
You're scaring me now.
I scared myself then. I was trying to adjust my mirror on this side, on the right, and yep, won't do that again.
Oh, you can hear you again.
I'm on my way, mate.
Yeah, no worries.
I just had to take my rain suit off, Keith, because
Right, you're getting hot.
I was getting hot, but two, going down these hills, I was sliding on the seat, going forward into the tank, and the tank's I can't grip with my knees on the tank.
Yeah.
So I was just having to do continual push-ups on the bars, and I'm not up for that. So, sorry about that delay. Oh.
There's a few washouts.
Yeah, there certainly are. There's another one. Ooh. Something's catching on the back, I don't know what it is. Every time I go over one of those, I get a little cheap. Anyway.
No, your bags are low, but...
Bags are low, but I don't think they're grabbing.
No.
It might just be inside the mud guard or something like that.
Yeah, right. Bottoming out on them.
Yeah, there was a workout coming down there trying to stay in the seat. And eventually I thought, no, I'm not doing this.
No.
So this section of road is a lot better than that, the one we started on. It's sort of running alongside this beautiful little river down there. It's not probably going to be visible on the camera, but so much more manageable track. This, it's a bit bumpy, but so we've got about I don't know, maybe 20 more kilometers of this, and then we connect with what is the main road between Safala and Hill End.
Recording.
So this is Hill End. So I've arrived at safely at our destination for day one of the great ride around Australia, and Postie Geezer's ride around Oz, and autumn colours as you can see, and we're camping at the village campground this evening, and it's quite cool, I've got to say that, quite chilly. So glad I bought my warm sleeping bag and a couple of layers as well. So yeah.
Well, I'm just going to throw my tent up and throw some stuff in it.
Yeah.
Then go and have a beer.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea, mate. Now, what I do want to do is find somewhere where this bike's not going to fall over. Alright, so the Postie and the Ural have made it unscathed. I'm alright, mate, Brad.
Not much else in the town, is there?
No. So, yeah. Postie and the Ural have made it. Postie's got really no big major issues. The lock on the back of the, I saw the top box, back box fell apart inside there. I've got to fix that tomorrow. But aside from that, pretty good. So we're at the Royal Hotel having a beer. My long lost mate Brad has just come in. He found us at the when we were setting up camp and that, and he's quite a talker. He is. So anyway, that's the deal. We're going to have dinner here tonight, the pub, and we will then head back and get some shut-eye. We go, Keith. You're on, mate.
Oh, okay. G'day, viewers.
Yeah.
At the pub. Cheers.
Cheers.
Team's losing.
There's our mate. This is Brad. Brad's a talker. Well, good morning, everyone. It is 6:25, and the roosters are crowing. So I thought I'd get up, start moving about. Sorry about that darkness, and get into have a bit of a wash before I start packing up. Keith's still sleeping, so I'm not going to make too much noise. Oh well, a mini crisis. My chili powder, my Japanese chili powder, whatever they call it, chili pepper, emptied out into my pot. So before I can make coffee, I better clear that lot out and see if I can rescue some of it. It does help with some of these meals, so I don't want to just bomb that. So I'm going to hang on to it. That's my mini crisis so far for the morning. I'm going to try and make my coffee. Nice-ish day. It's overcast, but no rain about yet. So I hope it stays like that. Right, so
Be looking down and going, oh, that's not coming out there. No, there's no oil there. And then I just noticed that then it has squeezed itself out. Of course, I don't have my torque wrench with me to set it to 12 Newton meters, which is what it's supposed to be.
yeah. Well, you can feel when you take it off what sort of tension it's got on it, and if you don't, it's pinched it. It's actually, it's cut it. Well, we might have to stop somewhere and see if we can get a sort of gasket. Stick a finger
I've
in
got
there.
gaskets at home. But, it's all squeezing out everywhere now.
So we're heading to Urella. Yeah, it's all squeezed out now.
It's worse than it was.
Well, it's not an adventure if you don't have issues, Keith.
Some mechanical problems? Nah.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for mine to arise, so you know how it goes. And it's always the one you think, nah, that won't get me.
That'll be alright.
That'll be alright.
Gasket
Recording.
has been sheared a little bit on the right hand cylinder. If I look down you can see it. So I was going to bring the paper gaskets with me, but I didn't. The cork gaskets, I mean. So I'm losing a bit of oil. A little bit, not much. So I'm just going to limp home and put the cork gasket.
Okay, so that's Keith out of range. You heard a little bit of what's gone on. He's decided to turn around and head home. He's losing oil out of his right cylinder head, and that's not a good thing. He doesn't want to obviously push on further, go further north, and that just gets worse. So yeah, he's going to limp home, and hopefully he makes it okay. That beeping is just my head unit trying to connect with his, but he's out of range. See if I can stop that happening. And yeah, so he's heading home. So from this point I'm on my own until I catch up with Lyndon in Texas, hopefully he makes it up there, so we'll see what happens. So I'm going to get on the road now. I'm going to go to Golgong and have a decent cup of coffee there, I hope.